I don't know that it seems kind of creepy anyway. Just like here, take this at the gas station.
Yep.
But whatever, no judgment.
So get there, meet Carmen, and the plan is basically, I think I'm gonna walk in, I'm gonna see a camera crew, this whole light setup like you got, and
porn.
And no, it's they prop their phones up on a bottle that's sitting on a fucking reclining chair, and we start fucking on the bed. And
it's giving boogie nights.
Prince goes to take a shower, right? So he tells me, which this is really my, I don't know if this was let me see what he can do time, or if this was let me not make it too hard on him off the rip with another dude being here time. But, excuse me, I remember Carmen asking me, was I nervous? I'm like, hell no. Because I'm not nervous about fucking, I just don't know in my mind, to keep it a stack, if I'm porn level fucking, right? Which I wasn't. Now that I know I wasn't, but Prince saw potential. So, me and Carmen fucked for a while. Prince comes into the video. Now me, Prince, and Carmen are fucking, right? And all I can think about in my mind during the audition is, I gotta do some porno shit. So that it makes them know that I'm cool with the porno. Oh, okay, he probably thinks that him being here is maybe a test for me. So while she's sucking Prince's dick, I take her head and I start like mashing on his dick because I feel like that's some porno. In my mind, this is the most porno thing I know to do at the time. I'm like, yeah, this feel real porno. Yeah, suck his dick. Suck his dick. Bitch.
Because I am from the South, you feel me?
And that was my hardest transition about porn, was being from the South, being from fucking North Carolina, and out of nowhere they're like, yeah, we want you to put your foot on the back of this white girl head. And I'm like, hold on, now, can I holler at y'all?
That makes, wow, that's a whole nother twist right there.
Y'all do know she white?
Being the black man and the,
Everybody in here cool with that? But back to the audition. So we fucked for a while, and I remember saying I had to go to the bathroom. I get up, I go to the bathroom. We probably been fucking Carmen 40 minutes. Damn. And I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, what the fuck? How long is this shit? And
self? I'm talking to self.
Yes, have I not been good to you over these? Get it together.
Make this bitch come. This got to be done.
And so we fuck. We go. I come back out. We keep fucking maybe another 20 minutes.
What the fuck?
And Prince busts a nut. And so I think the video's over. And at the time, I think, because in real life, there had been times where I fuck and I bust a nut, and there's times where I fuck and I don't bust a nut. And those times where I fuck and I realize I'm not going to bust a nut is great, because now I can do the most without having to conserve any type of, I might bust a nut if I do too much. But Prince says, okay, Carmen, go ahead, finish him off. And that's when I started realizing, so I got to bust a nut. They not cool with me just swerving. I thought I fucked long enough.
See you guys?
And so she finishes the plate. And Prince tells me that he's gonna put me down with Silverback. I did one
that day.
That day, he was like, you good, you golden. Or maybe I was probably on the fence that day, and then he talked to Carmen also. Carmen gave me the, green light.
Was she also part of Silverback at that time? Or?
No, he just didn't want to, because Prince's whole thing was, I need to see what you can do, and.
That's me. 1 second, y'all. Editor, just...
Editor, this is at the point. Sometimes when we say editor and we talk and we really just... Who knows if this is going to make the cut or not. If I say editor and my shit, it might make the...
Okay, so, where should we start? Carmen, where should we start?
Was she a part of Silverback?
Okay, so was Carmen part of Silverback at that time, or?
So, no, she wasn't. Prince's philosophy was he wanted to... see if I could do the job, right? And his thought was, if you can't do the job with a demon, you're never going to be able to do the job with a tree. So, shouts out to Carmen, who Prince perceived, and I now agree as well, is a demon.
In a good way.
Yeah, facts. But another thing Prince told me was, it's easier and it's easy to fuck demons. That doesn't make you a porn star. When you can go and fuck a tree, you're a porn star. Because sometimes to get you upset, you're going to have to fuck a tree. Fucking who you attracted to, fucking somebody that you always wanted to fuck, somebody that's just sexually you so compatible with. Easy.
True.
I mean, anybody could do that.
This is some good shit right here, you guys. I was going to go to a commercial break after this, but I have one more thing before we do that, because now I have another motherfucking question. Bang Bros, were you contracted?
I was.
I've never heard of a nigga, a black man. So, let me fucking reconstruct the question here.
Okay.
You are the first, as far as I know. Are you like the number one first black male fucking contracted star? And I mean like right off the top, fucking, you wasn't even a year in this.
I had only made one video.
You wasn't even a year in this motherfucker. You was
like fucking 6
You like the black Mia Khalifa, but in a good way. You still here.
Yeah.
But she had a contract, is what I meant.
So I think.
What the fuck, Pressure? Let's talk about that, Bang Bros. Congratulations on that. That's really big. We're not gonna minimize that. They got you right away. So talk about that. How was that?
Once again, all Prince. It was a lot. My look mixed with his vouch. I never say that Prince made who I am. I feel like he opened a lot of doors for me that it was up to me to keep them open. So I'll never discredit anything he did for me, but I'll never discredit anything I did to make his stamp be 100 either. So we went, I think he called me and told me he wanted me to come to AVN's. And
AVN is a award show in Las Vegas for porn, like the Porn Grammy Awards.
And at this time, I had flown to the West Coast twice. I had flown to do the audition, and then I had flown to do the scene with Dog Fart, and I was supposed to do like Dog Fart, Bang Bros, and Black that week. But I tested the wrong day, so I missed the Black shoot. Thank God I missed that shoot, because doing that shoot at that time would have changed the whole trajectory of my career.
See, like, let's fucking talk about that. I love stuff like that. Like, it's almost like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, because at that time, I knew nothing. To where, when I finally did start shooting for Black, that helped my career a lot. So, had I shot for them that day, it would have been the only shoot I ever did for them. Now, I've probably made over 50 movies for them.
Yeah, you did. We'll get into that, guys.
So, with the Bang Bros deal, we went, Prince called me, I need you to come to Vegas. I've already flown out of pocket 2 times to LA. So I'm like, at this point, I have in my mind, I'm going to call his bluff. I'm listening to my homeboys in my ear. Hey, look, you the valuable one, right? You who they want.
Now, so friends are. Good friends.
If they want you that bad, they're going to pay for your flight. They're going to pay for your hotel and, all of these things. And I tell Prince, hey, listen, bro, I don't know what you're talking about, but I can't come out there.
Not get on the phone like, all right, I'm about to call him. Hold on.
Unless you make these things happen for me. Prince said, well, I guess you're not coming to the West Coast again. I would just call in and let you know Bang Bros wants to do a contract with you. And I'm like, no, all I'm saying is I don't know what hotel in Vegas I need to stay at. That's what I was trying to say. You cut me off.
You did it. Oh, yeah, man, I don't got no problems with you, fam. What I was really trying to say was I'm going to get there, like, today. I'll be getting my own flight. What time?
Yeah, whatever.
Baby, he hit you with that news. Bang Bros wanted. Where the fuck did that come from? Did you shoot with them before?
Never. They never met me. It came from Prince having enough pull to say, I think y'all should look at this guy. And if I'm honest, they were very competitive, right? Because I wasn't the only contracted guy at that time. I think there was, when I signed, I made 3 of us. Jason Love was contracted to Black, and I think Ricky Johnson had just maybe 4 or 5 days or so earlier signed with Brazzers. So they felt like they had the look of what Black wanted, but to them, right?
He fine, y'all. You know what the fuck Pressure talking about, but yes, it makes sense. Wow, amazing.
And I tell everybody that'll listen and get on my phone before I leave North Carolina, I'm going to Vegas, I'm signing the contract with Bang Bros. And we get there, and the first contract comes, and there's some things in the contract Prince doesn't agree with. I would have signed whatever.
As most of us.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on my feet. I'm broke. Whatever they need me to do, where I got it signed. They can get 30 years right now. And Prince is absolutely not. This isn't a good deal. He sends it back. Day 2 comes, they send another contract, Prince sends it back. He's sending contracts back every day. Now it's the last day of the convention. I'm still not signed. I'm devastated. I got to call my mother and tell her I didn't sign. Everything goes on. And he calls me and he says, everything's right with the contract. Meet us at the room. And by meet us at the room, I got to be on a flight in like 2 hours. I got my luggage with me. I'm ready to leave. And we get the deal done. And it
Did you make that flight?
I don't even think I made that flight.
But who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I think I was on that type of time. Then I'm probably at the
I'm
bar.
about to get that drink, okay?
Yeah, I'm at the bar. I'm taking shots. Fuck that flight. And Bang Bros for me, and I hate this is the reality, is that contract. I did 2 contracts with them. We did the first contract and then we did an extension.
Which was how long the first one?
The first one was 3 months. And then we extended again for 3 months.
Now, 3 months, how much time did you have to work?
So it was a minimum of 4 scenes a month. Anything over 4, I would get paid extra. If I only did 2, they still had to pay me for 4. But it was also an exclusive contract. So
they're gonna pay that money.
Yeah,
they're gonna pay you, but yeah, you can't pay. Yeah, say it again. You can't shoot for nobody.
You sign an exclusive contract.
That's it.
That's the only company you can shoot for. So the benefit is you get guaranteed work, but the downside is that company is saying to you, I'm going to shoot you 4 to 6 days a month, but those other days of the month we're not going to allow you to work at all, nor are we going to pay you for sitting home. In my particular situation. That's how my situation went at that time. And the thing I would regret the most about that contract is because Prince was who he was, I skipped boot camp. And a lot of those early Bang Bros scenes was my boot camp that I skipped. It was my learning curve. Because instantly I came into the game under who I consider to be the Michael Jordan form.
Right.
So it's this is Pressure, the new guy, let's let him get things figured out.
No, you already had a hard...
This is Prince Joshua's protege. Bang Bros contract superstar. Everything needs to be perfect right now.
I could feel that.
So
you guys understand, right?
There was some bumps and bruises I learned on the way. I had days where my dick was up and down. During my 6 month contract with them, I had one scene where I just couldn't complete the scene at all. I remember showing up to work the next day thinking, I'll be fine. And the PA comes out, the guy who helps the cameraman. And he says, Pressure, no one called you? I'm like, no, what's going on? He's like, we felt like because of yesterday, maybe your body needed a break.
Rest day, they'll say those nice things.
Yeah, but really they like, you fucked up yesterday, we replaced you, we got another dude here today. Today's a big money scene, we don't need you fucking it up. And the irony of that is the guy they replaced me with that day couldn't get his dick off.
You should have let me do it.
And again, that's no discredit to that guy. It can happen to anybody.
Right.
In my 4-year career now, I'm coming up on 4 years. I've had 3 shoots where my dick wouldn't work at all. I've probably made over 300 videos, so I don't feel like the average is bad. But another thing from Prince,
you're human, bro.
But Prince is accurate. You're only as good as your last performance. It doesn't.
Let me think about what you're saying. You're only as good as your last. Well, yeah, because they could cancel you.
Especially as a male, you can come and do 10 straight scenes for a director, knock him out, kill him, everything's fire.
Stop playing, and then that one.
You have a bad day, and him and his crew are affected by that. That's why you see the same 4 or 5 guys making all the videos. Nobody wants to risk it.
How hard is it, before we go on a real break, how hard is it to keep yourself hard? You're a human being. What are the pressures of it? All these analogies I'm talking about, pressures, hard. But really, how hard is it? And what are the pressures of really keeping your penis hard? Like, without saying too much. But, you're a human being. You started out in a big, big situation in this industry. How hard was that on you?
So I'm definitely not one of the guys that's shy about how I do my job. I don't feel embarrassed about how I do my job. I'm a professional at the end of the day. Guys ask me a lot on my comments, on my messages, do I use things to help me when I'm working? The answer is easy. If you don't, you're an idiot. Um, Most of these guys are using something, because it's not about the ego. It's not about, oh, I'm young and I'm healthy and I don't need anything. These companies are investing big budgets, and these big budgets a lot of time rely on the guy, because if a guy goes to make a video one day for a company and he doesn't get his dick hard, only 2 people will receive income that day. The makeup artist, because she did her job before the guy pulled his dick out, and if the girl has a good situation and a good agent, she'll get what's called a kill fee, meaning they'll give her a portion of the check that she should have received, for the inconvenience of, what happened today. The director won't get paid, his team won't get paid, the editors that were going to edit that video that didn't happen won't get paid. There's a long line and chain of events.
Well, actually, 3 people. We forgot the location person.
Oh, yeah, the location person gets paid for sure, because
which is really expensive sometimes.
So we looking at budgets. Sometimes with these companies, they're small budgets. Sometimes they're big budgets. So it's nobody cares about how you feel about taking a pill, taking a fucking shot, taking a fucking, whatever you need. So yes, I use substances to help with mainstream sets. When I shoot content for my own sites, unless I've been shooting a lot, I don't usually use it, because for me, the hardest part of keeping my dick hard on mainstream sets are still photos, sex stills. That's the hardest part. And I don't do those when I shoot my own sites. Mm-hmm.
Which are what, for maybe those people who have no idea what we're talking about?
Can we say those sites on here? Yeah, sure. Okay, so those sites are like OnlyFans, MiniVids, Pornhub, Xvideos, sites that allow creators to upload their own content and then get paid continuously versus... So that's the difference between fucking shooting mainstream and shooting for yourself. When you shoot mainstream, the companies will give you a paycheck, and then the companies will then pocket whatever profit and revenue that scene generates, and you get none of that.
So even on a contract exclusive, you don't get like a residual or anything?
My individual contract, no, I didn't get any type of residuals from videos.
Have you heard of that like that in the industry? Are there performers who do have that type of... Have you heard of
Not
that?
to my knowledge, yeah. I haven't heard of a company getting a residual. I heard of a company offering a girl a residual one time,
wow.
But I haven't seen it.
I think Mia Khalifa, since we were talking about Bang Bros, her thing was, with the controversy, the Islamic thing, and then also they gave her her contract and then a website. Yeah, that's where the whole big thing, and then she did whatever, then she kind of did the switch. But yeah, so that was the whole thing about her, what company has ever given anyone and actually let you traffic through their company, your own website. Like, I just fucking wish for a day.
Facts.
Fuck a day. Like, give me an hour on your Twitter or something. They do it for some people.
They do.
But, I don't know. Maybe I'm not cool enough. But that's another story.
Cool kids club.